Thank you. Thank you for the invitation. Since we're, all educators in the room, let me try to start by asking all of you. So I think ChatGPT 4 kind of sucks and ChatGPT 5 is kind of useless. Does anyone agree? Anyone agree? So this is not me saying it, since none of you agree with me. These are all quotes from Sam Altman, the founder of OpenAI. Many times when we think about AI, we think about AI as it exists today. And if you look at some of the AI scientists talking about it, what we have is the very beginnings uh, of AI in terms of the LLMs. These are just progressively going to get better. And as educators, we need to think about the world that these GPTs are going to create or these AI models are going to create, not today, but in 3 years, 5 years, as our students go into industry. Just to take you out of the AI world, when I think about AI, I many times take myself back to COVID. I take myself back to March 2020 in isolation, bored, and reading all these articles about how everyone in the world is going to get COVID. And it seemed utterly unbelievable, right? It seemed like, Indians have immunity, we had taken the vaccine, ये सबको तो नहीं हो सकता. मतलब it almost seems so dystopic what the scientists were predicting that none of us wanted to believe it. So I always think about AI in those terms. The projections of AI are too dystopic for us to want to believe it. But they are not likely to take 10 years, 20 years. They are not likely to be problems for the next generation to solve. This is going to be like COVID. It's going to happen to the world in the next couple of years, next year, 2 years. But definitely in the careers of our students, definitely in the beginning of the careers of our students that are going to graduate. So the workplace is fundamentally going to change. And are we preparing students for that changed workplace? This is the problem I look at. I don't think it has an easy solution. I definitely don't say that at Jaipuria or as an individual, I have a solution to this. It's too complicated, but there are certain ways for us to come at it. I think fundamentally we need to rethink what skills will be valued in our students in an AI-first world. I think the ability to connect with people, to work with teams, even in an AI-first world, it will be inhabited by 6 to 8 billion people. So the ability to work with people is going to be extremely important. I think oral communication is going to get much more important than written communication because written communication is utterly democratized. You don't need to be very well educated to write the perfect essay if you have the right ideas. You need the better education to be able to communicate on a panel such as this or to ask the right question orally. So oral communication. And the third thing, personally, I believe is going to be the most important is just initiative, right? All the answers are out there. Whether you are highly educated from the top business school or you are a school-going student, all of us today, the access to information and knowledge, if I can say so, is so democratized. The main question is, do you have that initiative to write 5 prompts? Or do you just accept the first answer? So how can we teach these skills that are going to be valued tomorrow in our B schools today? These are the questions we need to answer. And we need to build for a world when the AIs are going to be better and just fundamentally assume that's going to be the case and build our institutions to prepare students for that world. In short, what we are doing at Jaipuria, one is we strongly believe, I think the professor on my right, Dr. Chaudhary spoke about faculty who are going to use AI are going to replace faculty who don't. I strongly believe that education is utterly social and personal. So there is always going to be a human interface to it. We are investing a lot in terms of faculty and staff capability building. We have a large contingent here, but the idea of our central AI teams, AI labs, one of their first priorities is how can we educate our people about the fundamentals of AI and how can we set them free to experiment. I think here it's important to change the culture of traditional educational institutions that are very conservative. It's the time to let faculty experiment, do new things, and not have design of AI things by committee. We will make some mistakes, but the world is just changing too fast. The cultural change and allowing faculty and staff to innovate, do new things, test new things is going to be critical. Second, AI literacy and curriculum. Having an AI course, I think everybody is doing it. We are doing it as well. I won't talk much about it. Third, I think one of the most important things is we have to completely reimagine assessment. MBA assessment has gone a lot towards project mode because that simulated the real world. But the project mode is fundamentally under threat because students look for shortcuts and use the first answers they get. I fundamentally believe that whatever we do on Turnitin and testing whether it's plagiarized, AI used, if it's working today, it's not going to work tomorrow. Like the line between what is AI and what is not AI is going to completely go away. So we need to build assessment where students either use AI. So at Jaipuria, one component in each course, maybe 15, 20% of assessment you can use AI, but you need to fundamentally rethink how that assessment is built. But we are also going back to in-hall exams and things like that for part of the assessment to get rigor back into the system. So I think assessments are going to move in two opposite directions simultaneously. An AI-based assessment to get students ready for the AI world, which we have in each course, and some assessment where you don't have a computer or a phone with you, so like in-hall assessments, Viva OCs, things like that are going to be extremely important. So lastly, I think you already presented, one of my colleagues presented on how we are using it in terms of career placement. So just personalization of learning, things that faculty cannot do for 1:15, 1:20, whatever student-faculty ratios that we have. Things that faculty would want to do but cannot do, let's say individualized interview preparations, 10, 15, 20 interviews per student, we just don't have the bandwidth to do it. So can AI do this? Can AI, what we are trying to build now at Jaipuria is, can we give practice exams for all papers and let students do it on their own? Let there be multiple exams because learning has to be iterative. So these are some of the things we are doing and trying to do. I think the most fundamental is a cultural transformation we are trying to bring, empowering faculty and staff to innovate, to not have decision by committee, and to build for a world where AI, not build for a world of the AI of today, but for the AI of tomorrow. I think it's terribly, terribly exciting times. A bit scary, but more exciting. So thank you.